What's up, y'all? It's Ari Lennox, and you're watching my interview with Myles.
What's going on, people? Joining me right now is somebody who is doing a madness. I think you have a name, but it's Lady Dreamville as well, isn't it?
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah. It sounds kind of nice, doesn't it?
It does.
Introduce yourself for the people.
What's up, y'all? I'm Ari Lennox, and I'm the First Lady of Dreamville.
There you go. It sounds. I just think it sounds official. I think the next mixtape, album, or something has to be that.
Oh yeah, it feels more official because, you know, I dropped the faux EP, and then now with Shea Butter Baby, like I feel like, okay, I made the label proud.
Yeah.
It's still such a long way to go, but it's a good start, and I could be proud more about being the First Lady now.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should be proud anyway.
Yeah.
Because the first thing we're going to talk about is, you know that Busta Rhymes Mariah Carey song? You know that instrumental?
Yeah.
At Freestyle over the weekend?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Had to bring that up straight off the bat.
I've just been wilding. I've been wilding in London. I've had too much time off to just act a fool on the internet.
Yeah, obviously we know what he said, right? But what triggered, because that seemed like I'm in my bedroom, it's late, like I'm just going to just turn up right now and just say what I have to say. Yeah.
Well, when I heard him say it, I was just like, ooh, you are such a hypocrite.
Yeah.
You have mad songs about simple, ridiculous stuff.
Yeah.
You know? And there's so many, I feel like there's more males in the rap game, and most of them I feel like ain't talking about, you know, what Cole talking about. They ain't talking about conscious shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's not pretend like it's not the same way with males, like that most of them are talking about like a certain amount of or certain topics or whatever. And so when I heard it, I was just like, yo, Meg the Stallion is fire, and she can really rap. Her flow is crazy, and I know for a fact you give her any topic, she would destroy it. And so I reached out to her. I was like, yo, like, and I felt like I was kind of being messy because I shouldn't have told her that like he said that, but I reached out to her. I was like, yo, like, I just, can you just please like destroy him? And so I don't know if she will ever like destroy him. But like, I took it upon myself to terrifyingly destroy him, even in a terrible way, because I can't rap for shit or anything like that.
Have you tried though?
I did that day, and as you can see, it was a fail.
I mean, you laughed and stumbled. Then I think the Instagram live went off a bit for a second. Then you brought it back.
It became poetry.
Yeah, you went from like that little singing start to like just talk. You end up being like Frank Ocean. You just started talking.
Yeah, exactly.
In the tube. Yeah.
It was a hot mess. So hopefully Meg will. I mean, I'm sure she don't have time to respond to his ridiculousness, and she's smart about it. But I don't know. I just felt the need to say something because there's so many women out there who are spitting. You know, Detronada, Dreezy, Meg the Stallion, Doja Cat, Rico Nasty, Chica. There's Rhapsody, right? Tierra Whack. The list goes on. So
I think I looked at it, it's a different generation. So Def, it's around now, but Detronada and Lil Key that season, they could have got it, but they didn't. You know, it's just different. And we look at it and we think, okay, cool, that's someone from the past talking. Maybe they're not particularly in the culture right now or know what it's about, and we move on. Right. And we move on with Shea Butter Baby. So this is the first like official album that come out. It came out in May, was it?
Yeah.
So it's a couple months now because we were in July. And I feel like the reaction has been really good. I think R&B and soul music has made a really good comeback in the last, say, year and a half. And I feel like with Shea Butter Baby, the single, and even the project as well, it's done an absolute madness. So how does it feel?
Man, it's been a dream. Like, I'm surprised there's so many people who like love it. There are people who support it who aren't black, which I love, because it's like you're supporting blackness, you're supporting a whole movement of people who look like me, people with extremely, you know, kinky curly hair, like, and chocolate skin, and natural African noses. Like, thank you.
It's the young beauty.
thank you for supporting that, because I feel like we aren't loved on enough, and that's why I made this album.
Yeah.
Like, I want us girls to look like me to be loved on more, you know.
Yeah.
So,
and I think there's messages. I feel like this, because it's the first official album, and I feel like now is that time where a lot of people are looking at you.
Yeah.
Whereas when you dropped, for example, like Foe, that was, people might have not necessarily heard about you that much because you'd only been signed to Dreamville for what, 2 years at the time. So it was still very much Dreamville was building.
Oh yeah.
And obviously we're going to talk about the project in a little bit. But like, how easy was it to curate this? Because I think you were recording some of it from what, 2015 to this year?
2016, yeah, up to this year.
So how hard was it, or easy was it to curate? Like, you must have made loads of songs for this, and only what, 12 or 13 made the cut?
Oh yeah. So for Shea Butter Baby?
Yeah.
How was it? I mean, I just took it one song at a time. There were hundreds of songs.
Crazy.
So, like, we narrowed it down to 40, and then we wound up narrowing it down to 12, I think.
I think it's 12, yeah. 12. I think it was Static's the last one.
Yeah. So, we narrowed it down to 12. And, it's been amazing. It's been exciting. It's been heartbreaking. I mean, I lost my aunt, and I wanted her to see this moment of the album coming out, but life has like a weird way of just kicking you in the balls or whatever. But
it's how you rise from it that makes a difference.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, there were times I wanted to quit music, and even sometimes still, like today, I got in a argument with my boyfriend, and I was just like, I don't even want to do anything today. Had to get myself together, peel myself out of that bed, because
that's why you gotta just wake up and be like, look, I haven't got time for the nonsense today. Let me do my thing. I'll chat to you later. Plus, I'm assuming he's in America, right?
Yeah.
So then it's 8 hours difference.
It's literally, it's just sad. We miss each other.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
It's because you've been in London, turned up too much, isn't it?
Probably.
So a lot of the album as well has got like a very much new chapter, new beginning feel to it as well.
Oh yeah.
And let's talk about Shea Butter Baby, because that was the song that kind of started the whole Ari Lennox wave in the last couple of years. Obviously J. Cole's on that. It was also on the
Changed my life.
Creed 2 soundtrack.
Yes.
And obviously a lot of people like that film at the time, and again Michael B. Jordan's doing amazing things.
Oh yeah, he's great.
When you got the call and they said this song's on there, how did it feel? Because first you're introducing people to Shea Butter in the first place, because some people be walking around crusty all the time. And on top of that, it's on the film.
So how did
it feel? Yeah.
How did it feel to introduce Shea Butter to people?
Yeah.
I mean, it felt cool. I mean, I'm glad my best friend Brianna introduced Shea Butter, the actual Shea Butter, to me. Like, you
didn't know about it before?
I heard about it, but I never went out my way to use it years ago. And when I started using it, I noticed my hair was stronger. The ends were less likely to break off. So it's been a thing I kind of played with on and off, because traveling a lot, it gets messy. So it's not something I could always have, unfortunately. But, I started using it for my hair and using it for my body. And then one day, while using it in the studio, while a friend was making a beat, my friend Elite, I added it in the song. I was like, Shea Butter Baby, fucking up your pillows. Because the pillow I was on, the couch I was on was just covered in like shea butter oil that had melted or whatever. So
I think the worst time is when someone's like sitting on leather, because it's about to be a slip and slide.
It's about to be a slip and slide. A whole water park, yeah. But like, it changed my life. Like Creed 2 changed my life. Steven, the director, I can't believe that he took a risk out on me to play my song in such an important part of the movie. And not only did he play it, but he turned up the volume. He
championed it.
Yeah, he's an angel for that. And it was just things like that really catapulted, I guess, the success of the album, really. Yeah. But I have a long way to go, but
I think you said that, but I don't think I think you've got obviously like more projects to come and people to know about you. But I think this introduction that we've got from this album and from that single, you've done great.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't beat yourself down.
Oh wow. Yeah. Thank you.
But that was the first song that you had with Cole, right? Apart from obviously Dreamville and that, right? So how did that feel? Was that the first time you got in the studio with him? Were there other tracks that are in the vault, or? Yeah.
Oh, well, the first song I ever did with Cole was FaceTime, actually. When I first met him, I did FaceTime with him. And like I always imagined him getting on it, but I think he heard more with Shea Butter Baby. Yeah. So he got on Shea Butter Baby. And when Cole is excited about something, he's going to make an effort to do it. And so he got on Shea Butter Baby because he really, really believed in that record. So yeah, that FaceTime was the first one we ever did. And then Shea Butter Baby was the first one that came out, I guess, that we did.
Okay. So, yeah. So let's talk about a bit of your come up as well. Mm-hmm. So Washington DC. Yeah. You gave me some scared look for a second.
I was like, wait. yeah.
So I don't really know that many people from Washington DC, like as artists. I'm sure you might know a few.
Oh yeah.
Who are the people that we should be looking out for? Or
Gold Link.
Gold Link's.
Yeah, I think he's from DC.
Yeah, I'm not. Legend. He's in London for so long. Sometimes I just think,
he's from London now. I'm trying to be like Gold
He's 21
Link.
Savage. We claimed him now.
I know, right? Exactly. 21 shady. We had no idea. He fooled us. But Gold Link, Wale. Let's see, who else? I feel so terrible because when I'm put on the spot like this, it's like.
I mean, I didn't know that Gold Link was in Washington at the time. I just remembered. So we'll leave it there for now.
Right.
What were you listening to when you was growing up?
Growing up, like DC artists or just like in general?
Just in general, yeah.
The Pocahontas soundtrack. I was listening to the Pocahontas soundtrack. I thought it was great. Anything Disney, Anita Baker, Alita Adams, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, SWV 702, Omarion, Ja Rule, Juvenile.
So you're going through basically just old school R&B bangers.
Yeah, Biggie, Tupac. I mean, any soul music, any hip hop music, any R&B music. Maxwell, Floetry, Erykah Badu, Tyrese. Like the list goes on. If it was out there, if it was mainstream, I knew about it. Even underground stuff, I knew about it. Far Side. Also, my dad put me on to Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday.
Oh, mad.
John Legend.
So we going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a real soul girl.
So how did that help shape your sound then?
I just wanted to sound like all of them. I wanted to sound like Chrisette Michele. I wanted to sound like John Legend. And even listening to Erykah Badu like a lot in high school, I know I wanted to sound like her. I wanted to sound like Lil Dragon. I just wanted a beautiful, strong voice. I wanted to sound like JoJo. It was mad people, everything.
Wait, we talking about JoJo like Get Out JoJo?
The grown JoJo,
okay.
not little baby.
Okay,
not little baby, not little Kids Bop JoJo.
Get out now.
No, not Kids Bop JoJo. I'm talking about grown JoJo. Get out right now. That one.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. We talk about the same person.
Yeah, the legendary JoJo.
I was a bagger still.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about Dreamville real quick. Because we're getting towards the end. We're running out of time. And that project, Revenge of the Dreamers 3, crazy.
Oh, thanks.
Crazy.
Well, I'm happy to be part.
Yeah, I mean, you're on 2 of the tracks that came out. Yeah. And there's a lot of tracks and there's a lot of names on there. There's names that we know, like Buddy, obviously the rest of Dreamville, Cos, Bass, all of them. And you got like Wop Dad on there, and you've got other people that have come through. Now, when I was watching the documentary, it looked quite hectic in there. It looked like there was always like 20 people in the room.
It was.
Everyone's turning up. And then it cut to you, and you were kind of like by yourself, just in a space.
Oh, I found my privacy because holy crap, I was so overwhelmed, honestly. Like I loved it, but I definitely had to get drunk. I'm gonna work on that. I had to get drunk because my anxiety couldn't take it. Like it was hard for me to be around so many people, even though I have my moments where I want to be around a lot of people, but when I'm working, it's like I get intimidated. Sometimes I shut down. So I feel like a lot of the songwriters, they met me where I felt I was weak. They were strong.
Yeah.
Like Young Baby Tate, John Joy, Christelle, Vincent Barry, Dijon Styles. These songwriters really, Baby Rose really helped me find my voice in there. Got me. I recorded that in a room full of people. It wasn't even no real setup. It was a mic in the middle it was as if I was performing on stage. That's how many people were in there.
So
no one should have to do that.
Wait, so how hot were you as people are just, because everyone's watching you? Were you even,
I mean, luckily I was a little tipsy, and which is why I wanted to re-record it, but E was like, no, it sounds cool drunk, and I was like,
I mean, until you said that, no one noticed. Do you know what I mean? So people out there, when they're watching and listening to this, they know now. You know what I mean?
Oh, I feel you. So I just was. It was a lot to record it, but I'm so glad it all worked out. And it just shows, like, don't ever psych yourself out, because it's all gonna work out. And like sometimes that adrenaline and that fear can make you do better in the studio. So
now obviously there's only 2 tracks that you're on, and I know there's about 200 more, because when you were going through the whole documentary and we were seeing it, I'm like, that song's not on there. That song's not on there. I want that song. That's not there. Even the last song on the whole documentary, where's that song? So we're in a situation now where we're kind of thinking, is there going to be like a 3.5 or?
You know, I hope so. I'll talk to Cole about it. I'll give him a call after this interview.
Tell him London wants it.
Okay, I'll tell him. I mean, shoot, if they not gonna try to do something with the songs I did that didn't make the album, I'm gonna put it out on something. So maybe I'll drop an EP next year or another project, maybe at the end of next fall, because I have too many songs. I'm trying to get another project out. You know what I'm saying?
This year or next year?
Next year. Oh, next year. Next fall.
So what is the plans for the rest of the year then?
The plans for the rest of the year, I'm opening up for a legendary singer, Lizzo. Hopefully that's still happening.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. September and October, I'll be opening up for her. Then after that, I do my own tour in December out here. So I'm really, really excited about both of those opportunities. And I'm going to just be creating music, training my dog, because he's a hot mess. He's always trying to run away. So there's a lot to do.
Well, he's going to miss you when you get back.
Oh,
I think it's great. Fingers crossed. We don't know.
I hope so. Shoot, because sometimes I wonder if he really loves me.
If he runs straight up to you, he loves you.
Straight up to
if
me,
he doesn't, sorry,
it's time to go. Right, we don't have to give you away.
Well, thank you for chatting to me today.
Thank you for chatting with me. This was great.
I mean, I appreciate your time. Yeah,
you're amazing, for real.
Oh, give me compliments. Can't see me on the camera, my house.
It was good energy, for real.
Thank you very much.
No problem.